Apple is about to go through one of its biggest overhauls in its history because its AI is about to get a touch of Google magic. How will that change the way you use iPhones and other Apple devices? We'll talk about that in our big tech story. Plus, I have some very cool WhatsApp tips for you. Tips which after using, you will be like, why did I not know this before? Plus, if you're looking to buy a phone around 35,000 rupees in India, boy, do I have some picks for you. Stick around because this one is going to be an exciting Tech Today. I'm Cyrus and let's get the show rolling with the top tech headlines of the week.
Google is aggressively expanding its AI Plus subscription to every market where Gemini is available. The move slashes the entry price for advanced features, giving million more users access to the most powerful models without the premium price tag. It's a clear bid to capture the global market before competitors can catch up. Xiaomi has officially launched the Redmi Note 15 Pro series with an impressive spec portfolio. We are looking at a 200 megapixel primary camera paired with a new premium glass design which gives the device a very premium look. With this launch, Redmi is clearly trying to reclaim its throne as a default choice for the Indian mass market. Amazon has initiated another massive round of layoffs, letting go of nearly 16,000 employees across multiple divisions. While the company cites restructuring and a shift towards AI efficiency, it sends a chilling signal to the rest of the industry. This is one of the largest single workforce reductions we have seen in the tech sector this year. Google has integrated specialized JEE preparation modules directly into Gemini. The AI can now generate mock tests, solve complex physics equations step by step, and offer personalized study plans. It's a game changer that could democratize access to high-quality coaching for millions of Indian students. And rumors are swirling that the iPhone 18 series is launching sooner than expected, but the real story is the price tag. Analysts suggest Apple is preparing a price surprise, an aggressive strategy to compete with the foldable segment and AI-native phones. We could be looking at the most competitively priced iPhone lineup in years.
Apple is one of the biggest, most advanced tech companies in the world, but even Apple isn't the best at everything. And our next story is about that. Now, if you remember, Apple Intelligence, which was supposed to be the holy grail for Apple AI, is now on the verge of being replaced by Apple's rival. No matter how ambitious Apple's plans were, they could never find the secret sauce to make their AI, especially Siri, work the way they advertised it. So now they have turned to plan B, or should I say plan G. Let's talk about how Apple's AI is about to change and why it's important for all Apple users.
In a move that some analysts are calling a strategic surrender and others a masterstroke, Apple has reportedly signed a $1 billion deal to outsource Siri's brain to its biggest rival.
The next Siri update on your iPhone will be powered by Google Gemini.
Yes, the next Siri update on your iPhone will be powered by Google Gemini. Why did Apple do it? Is Apple Intelligence dead? And what happens to your privacy? Let's break it down. The rumor mill has stopped spinning, and it's now a timeline. Apple has inked a multi-year deal estimated at $1 billion annually to integrate Google's Gemini models directly into the iPhone. We aren't talking about a distant future. According to a report published by Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, the first wave of this Gemini-powered Siri is expected to arrive in just a few weeks with the iOS 26.4 beta, with a full public release likely in March. Beyond the speculated February reveal, Apple is also reportedly planning an even bigger transformation of Siri, potentially at WWDC in June. where a more conversational AI assistant could debut across iPhones, iPad, and Mac as part of iOS 27. To understand this deal, you have to go back 12 months. Inside Apple Park, it was code red. Engineers were working around the clock on Ajax, Apple's internal answer to ChatGPT. But the math wasn't adding up. While Google was training Gemini 2.0 on thousands of TPUs, Apple's models were hallucinating. By December 2025, Apple realized the truth. They were years behind. And after a disappointing launch of Apple Intelligence, they faced a choice: release a bad product and destroy Siri's reputation forever, or swallow their pride. And finally, they chose to partner with their biggest industry rivals for their survival.
So, does this mean Google software will run on your iPhone? Well, not exactly, because Apple won't let that happen. This deal is more like a software tweak they are making in iOS and are calling it the router. And it changes how your phone thinks. It won't radically change the way the iPhone works, but most of the AI features inside the phone that it was supposed to have will now be powered by Google.
So what about Apple Intelligence? Well, starting with iOS 26.4, Apple's Siri stops being a single AI on your iPhone. When you ask your phone to do something like turn on dark mode or set an alarm or even read my last text, the router sends the command to the on-device model. This is Apple's own code. It's fast, it's private, and it works without an internet connection. But the moment you increase the complexity, the router switches tracks. If the router realizes that the local brain is too small for any job, it encrypts your query and shoots it to Google Cloud. So you see how we are moving from a search and retrieve model to an agentic model? Because Gemini has a massive context window. It remembers. You can ask about a document you opened 3 days ago, and because Gemini has been indexing your workflow on the iPhone, it retrieves it instantly. It's the smartest Siri has ever been, except it's not really Siri anymore.
Alright, forget the billion-dollar price Apple will have to pay for this one for just 1 second. How will this actually change the way you use the iPhone? Because right now, Siri has no idea what is happening on your screen. It's been so many months I have been using it and it feels terrible. In fact, I am kind of looking forward to the Gemini model taking over the iPhone, because what it does is that in reality, it just changes the way you have a great user experience on the phone. So let's have a look of what is about to come on your devices.
You see, with Gemini in your iPhone, it gets contextual awareness. If you're looking at a restaurant on Instagram, you don't need to switch apps or type out the name. You just say, book a table for here tonight. Siri sees the image, identifies the restaurant, and makes the reservation. And we finally say goodbye to the most frustrating phrase in tech. Here is what I found on the web. Instead of dumping a list of blue links, the new Gemini-powered Siri reads the internet for you. It synthesizes the information and gives you a single, direct answer. It even changes how you use your camera. You can point your lens at a strange ingredient in the grocery store and ask, how do I cook this? It identifies the object, finds a recipe, and adds the missing ingredients to your shopping list. So even visual intelligence gets an upgrade. In short, the iPhone AI finally starts being useful. But where does this deal leave the previous partner, OpenAI? Just a few months ago, ChatGPT was the star guest on the iPhone. Now its future hangs in the balance. Will ChatGPT be deleted? Not really. It will still be there, living inside your settings menu as an option. If you prefer OpenAI's flavor of answers, you can manually toggle it on. But in the world of consumer tech, default is everything. By making Gemini the automatic engine for Siri, Apple has effectively handed the keys to Google. OpenAI moves from being the partner to being just another app you have to go looking for. For Sam Altman, this is a nightmare scenario. He had the most valuable real estate in the world in the form of the iPhone home screen, and now he has to share it with his biggest rival.
So, competence over pride, that is the headline for this story. Now, Apple admitted it couldn't win the AI race alone, so it partnered with a rival to stay in the game, and that's fair enough. The beta for iOS 26.4 drops later this month. We'll be testing it. All of those features and everything inside of it we'll bring to you of how the experience is actually like. But while Apple is changing how your phone thinks, we are going to help you change the way you use WhatsApp in this next segment, because I have a list of tricks that you should definitely know if you are wanting to use WhatsApp in a more, let's say, advanced manner. If you have been using WhatsApp just to send text messages, images, videos, and maybe even make video calls, then I swear to God, you are not using WhatsApp the right way, because there are so many hidden tips and tricks inside the platform that can enhance your overall experience, which you did not know about. So in this segment, I'm going to show you some very helpful tips that can elevate your WhatsApp experience. So watch this segment till the end, because some of these features are absolutely mind-blowing and you will thank me at the end of the segment. So let's go. All right, first up, ever tried explaining to maybe a relative, your grandparents, your cousins that something on their phone is not working properly? Because usually you end up telling them, no, not that option, this option, scroll up, scroll down. There is so much of confusion. But now with a feature on WhatsApp, you can solve this issue, because WhatsApp has screen sharing. And how you can do that, let me tell you. Now just start a video call on WhatsApp and tap the screen share icon, just this one, and then the other person can see exactly what is happening on the phone. Whether it's like booking a ticket, you're filling a form, or even teaching some new option that has come on WhatsApp on your phone. However, this is a useful option, but a fair warning, do not share your screen with any person who you do not know, because a lot of the scammers call you on your WhatsApp, want your video calls, and want you to share your screen. This way they can actually track whatever is happening on your screen. Maybe some sensitive information is there, maybe OTPs, maybe bank records. So please do not share your screen if you do not know the person at the other end. Now next up is a fun little feature, because I believe that you can say 1,000 things with just images and you do not need to type out entire sentences. But how can you do that? By creating fun stickers. But how do you create stickers? Let me show you. To do that, open the chat box and tap on this icon which looks like a sticker, and then go to the create sticker option. From your library, pick any photo you want and it will automatically generate a cutout. You can even edit that cutout if you want to add text, if you want to paint over it, or even if you want to resize it. Everything can be done within the application itself. And once you've done creating this sticker, you can send it to any user and you can even save it in WhatsApp whenever you want to use it next. So it's a very handy feature and just helps you express more with yourself. The third option is also very important, because I see a lot of people make UPI payments on a daily basis, whether you have to buy your groceries or make online payments. And there are so many UPI apps like Google Pay and also Paytm. However, what if I told you that you can make UPI payments using WhatsApp? It's very easy. Go to the chat and tap on this rupee icon on the right, and you must ensure that your bank account is linked to WhatsApp. It works exactly like any other UPI platform. Just have to make sure that your bank account is linked with UPI, and just enter the amount and you will be able to transfer anything that UPI limits to that person on your WhatsApp contact. The procedure is simple. You'll have to enter your UPI PIN, and the best part is to make these small payments, because I have been using it to pay my car cleaner, my vegetable vendor, and these small payments can be made very easily because these people exist on your contact list. You don't have to switch apps. It's very fluid. Now let's talk about privacy, because this feature is also very important. Now, when you have WhatsApp open and your phone exchanges a lot of hands, you want certain chats not to be revealed to the entire room, and that is where a chat lock feature within WhatsApp comes into play. Ideally, I would recommend to lock your entire WhatsApp with your biometrics, could be fingerprint or a code, but if you want individual chats to be locked, you can also do that. To do that, just long press on the chat you want to lock and then tap on this option, which is the chat lock. Not only will the chat be locked, but it will also be hidden in a specific section which is called the locked chats. Now, all of these chats which are locked will be available across platform, even if you're using WhatsApp on the web. So it just makes this entire process really convenient. So I feel this is a good way to keep your chats truly private, especially for people whose phones exchange a lot of hands and you have people snooping on your chat windows. It's not nice, but this is just an extra layer of security. And last but not the least, an extremely important feature is the ability to send WhatsApp message to a number which you do not want to save on your contact list. How to do that? Let me show you. So a delivery agent or a shop owner or anyone delivering to your address needs your location on WhatsApp. Now, obviously, they will ask you for your location because they will send a hi, or you'll send a number and you don't want to save that number on WhatsApp. So what do? Just copy the number and then paste it into this search bar that you see on the top of your WhatsApp window, and then the number will appear. If the number is active on WhatsApp, then you just have to tap on it and it will automatically open the person's chat window, and then you can share location or information, whatever you want to, in that chat itself. And after you're done, you can also delete that conversation so that that number doesn't even exist in your chat window or the library. And I feel this is a convenient way to share information to people whose contacts you just don't want on your list, and I think it's hassle-free as well. So these were some of the handy WhatsApp tips and tricks that I want you to try out, and definitely will enhance your overall WhatsApp experience, because once you try these, once you get used to them, it will become a part of your daily usage, and then it will start feeling routine. So don't have to worry about it. If, by the way, you run into any trouble, you have our email ID. Just type in whatever your problem is and we will reach out to you with the solution. Let's move on to the next segment now. So just this weekend, I was at my friend's place. I was invited for lunch, and the usual conversations went, how's your life going? When will you get married? XYZ. But then my friend's father popped this one question that is on the minds of almost everyone looking to buy a phone in India. He said that I have 35,000 rupees and give me a good recommendation. Now, being a practical human being, I said that one option isn't enough. I will give you 3 good options. So if you are also looking for a phone in the sub 35,000 category, these are the 3 options that I would recommend. And if you want to know which one my friend's father bought and which one I recommended, watch till the end of the segment because it's an interesting answer. Let's start with the Motorola Edge 70. Now, this phone focuses on clean software and camera quality. You get this curved display with a high refresh rate, making scrolling, gaming and video playback feel smooth and immersive. The colors are punchy and outdoor visibility is strong. We like the clean Android experience the phone offers because no heavy skins, no unnecessary bloat, and it also comes with some very useful Moto AI features. And if you're using a phone in 2026, it has to have AI, right? The camera is also another strong point of this smartphone. You get some very sharp photos with good dynamic range, especially in daylight, and even low light performance has improved on this device. Now, for users who like natural colors rather than heavily processed images, this camera system will definitely appeal. And also the selfie camera is worth noting. Battery life easily lasts a full day thanks to a 5000 mAh battery pack inside of this phone, and you also get 68-watt fast charging bundled with the charger in the box, which a lot of the flagships don't offer today. And you can top up your phone in almost an hour, which is great for a phone in this price. Overall, the Motorola Edge 70 is for people who want a polished, clutter-free Android experience with a reliable camera system and a design that is not maybe outlandish, but on the safer side. The next option is for people who really want a powerful performance, because the Poco F7 really is for the multitaskers. Now, this phone is clearly built for power users and especially for people who like gaming on their phone. Now, like my friend's father who usually plays Candy Crush on his smartphone, I would recommend go for the budget phones. The Poco F7 is meant for something different. If you want serious performance like heavy gaming, video editing and even multitasking, then this phone is a serious option for you. The display is large and bright and also fast with high refresh rate, and you also get stereo speakers which kind of boosts the entertainment factor. So whatever content that you'll be consuming without headphones also doesn't rob you of that immersive experience because you're getting good audio quality. The camera system may not be the absolute best in this price range, but it's more than capable for all of your social media, daylight photography, video. But again, the focus is not about the video over here. It's about the performance that this phone is offering, because again, heavy performance, people who have a lot of multitasking going on their devices and don't want to always clean the background applications, then the Poco F7 is a fantastic option for you. And add to that, you also get a larger battery pack, which is extremely fast when it comes to charging. So the Poco F7 becomes the ideal choice for people who do not want to compromise on performance, especially not only about the performance inside the phone, but performance in terms of battery life. And finally, the third option is the OnePlus Nord 5, and I feel in this price segment, it is one of the most balanced flagship experience smartphone that you can buy, not only because it comes from a brand that makes flagship devices, but it also offers you some of the features that you would find in a flagship phone. You get a fluid AMOLED display with a high refresh rate screen coupled with Oxygen OS, which delivers a refined user experience in the mid-range. Now, performance is top tier for this category. You can easily handle gaming, multitasking, long-term use, and OnePlus also focuses heavily on software optimization, because when you use this phone, it feels like you are at home without any clutter, without any extra bloat. And OnePlus really optimizes its OS in a way that you don't have to go seeking for certain features. Everything is right there. The good thing is that this phone is also built to last long because of the software updates that you get. Now, camera might not be the best on this smartphone and the quality is average. Yes, it has improved sensors and the image processing across lighting conditions and also makes a solid choice if you want to shoot videos. You remember, you're getting 4K across all of the cameras, both rear and the front. So it, yes, makes an ideal choice for people who create a lot of content. However, when it comes to camera quality, I would pivot more towards the Motorola rather than the OnePlus. But again, OnePlus is a dependable option when it comes to fast charging and all-day battery life. The company has also worked on its after-sale services in India, making this the safest option that you can buy under 35,000 rupees. You're getting a good display, great battery life and performance that you can count on with the Nord 5. So let's conclude. Which one should you go for and the best smartphone for you? Now, if you want an absolute clutter-free Android experience which doesn't have any bloat and you get a good safe design, then the Motorola Edge 70 is the phone for you. However, if you want a powerful performance that has all of the top of the line specifications packed to the brim, the Poco F7 is indeed a heavy multitasker and also offers good battery life. But if you want a safe option in India, one that comes from a recognized brand and also offers a very clean and fluid ecosystem, and remember, you're getting the bundled charger in the box with the OnePlus Nord 5 and it's super fast, then definitely go with the Nord 5. Now we come to the most important question of this entire segment. Which phone did my friend's father buy eventually? Well, I recommended the safe option would be a OnePlus Nord 5. He immediately gazed upon the iPhone 17 that was in my hand and went ahead and said, okay, I'll buy the iPhone 17 because he had the money to spend. But if you don't have that option, you have 3 great recommendations from me which you can try and buy the phone based on your needs. And if nothing comes to your mind, you still have the iPhone. So that's it for this edition of Tech Today. We saw the two biggest tech giants, Apple and Google, finally shaking hands. It's a deal that changes everything for your iPhone, and honestly, nobody saw this coming. And finally, for everyone who's been asking which phone should I buy in the mid-range, I hope our list of the best phones under 35,000 rupees help you decide. Great specs without really burning a hole in your pocket. And if you have any questions, any other queries, or some tech you want us to decode, write to us and we will get it to you. Till then, stay tuned and keep watching. I'll be back next week with a brand new Tech Today. Take care.